The Bachelor Season 29. Was Grant Ellis too kind to find love on the show? March 15, 2025. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Bachelor Nation News fans. The Bachelor's Grant Ellis may be a fan favorite for his charisma and kindness, but his benevolence has made leading the season incredibly difficult. Grant was met with 25 eligible bachelorettes, all vying for his heart. This season has been historically memorable as Grant was the first Bachelor announced before applications opened. As a result, every woman applied for the competition with a genuine interest in the lead. While this gave Grant a better chance at finding love, it led to skyrocketing tension among the competitors. The Bachelor Season 29 has been more dramatic than most. Most of the women fell for Grant early on, and several have taken drastic measures to keep his attention. A couple of women, namely Zoe McGrady and Carolina Sophia, quickly established themselves as season villains. Explosive fights and biting comments found their way back to the lead, and Grant, as a compassionate personality, suffered the consequences. Grant has been more focused on breaking up fights than his romantic pursuits. Grant didn't set boundaries. The women have been eager to secure alone time with the lead, and the competitive nature of the show has tested boundaries. During the group basketball date, Zoe announced that rather than shooting her shot, she would talk with Grant alone. It was later revealed during the tell-all episode that they talked for an hour. The rest of the women were left standing around awkwardly awaiting their return. Similarly, Carolina stepped on toes during the group performance date. As the women celebrated on stage, Carolina straddled and made out with Grant. The rest of the group had to watch the intimate moment from feet away. Although these instances were prompted by Zoe and Carolina, Grant did nothing to stop them. Grant would never intentionally embarrass the women. He was likely flattered by their advances and too considerate of their feelings to make a scene. Grant must have recognized that these actions would ruffle feathers, but as the lead, Grant shouldn't be responsible for the subsequent drama. Unfortunately, the aftermath has shaken the lead, and he has spent more time settling fights than searching for love. Grant focused on the women's feelings. Grant has been caught in the season's drama. When the lead found Carolina crying due to the tense environment, he dropped everything to understand the circumstances. Grant has been bouncing between competitors in an attempt to understand everyone's perspective. While this allows everyone to speak their piece, it's been a major distraction from the show's ultimate goal, finding love. Did Grant get a proper chance at love? This environment and Grant's peacekeeping tendencies have made this season chaotic. Grant's been far too focused on the drama when he should be nurturing individual relationships. Grant's best traits may be his downfall when acting as the lead on a reality TV show. Grant hasn't experienced this process to the fullest. He has very little time with the women, and as many of their conversations revolve around feuds, he hasn't gotten to know his competitors fully. Hopefully, as he approaches the final weeks, Grant can hone in on immediate relationships. The Bachelor deserves a partner who will prioritize their relationship over temporary controversy. Reality TV fans were thrilled when Grant Ellis was announced as the lead for The Bachelor Season 29. With his chiseled jawline, undeniable charm, and reputation as a genuine, kind-hearted man, many believed this season would be one for the books. But as the weeks went on, a surprising narrative began to unfold. Was Grant simply too nice to find lasting love on reality television? The perfect Bachelor? From the moment Grant stepped out of the limo on night one, he captivated audiences and contestants alike. A 32-year-old entrepreneur from Denver, Colorado, Grant had built his career on helping others, running a nonprofit dedicated to mentoring underprivileged youth. His backstory was heartwarming, his smile contagious, and his manners impeccable. Contestants gushed about how different he was from past leads. Unlike the more controversial or playboy-like bachelors of previous seasons, Grant was patient, thoughtful, and incredibly respectful. But could that have been his downfall in the high-stakes world of The Bachelor? The drama-free Bachelor? Producers quickly noticed a problem. Grant wasn't indulging in the usual dramatic antics that made for must-watch TV. There were no shocking eliminations, no heated confrontations, and no explosive fights over stolen time. Instead, Grant approached every situation with level-headed diplomacy, which, while admirable, left some fans yearning for the emotional fireworks they'd come to expect. One of the standout contestants, Jessica, even admitted in an on-camera confessional, "Grant is amazing. He listens, he's patient, and he makes me feel special. But where's the passion? I almost feel like he's too perfect. Too nice for his own good." As the weeks went on, Grant struggled with the process in ways past bachelors hadn't. Instead of making cutthroat decisions, he agonized over sending women home. He openly cried after eliminations and second-guessed whether he was being fair to everyone involved. One particularly heartbreaking moment came during hometowns when he broke down in front of a contestant's mother, admitting, "I don't want to hurt anyone. I wish I could find love without breaking hearts." While viewers admired his emotional depth, many wondered, could a man this compassionate navigate the brutal nature of a reality dating show? The women were in charge. Another unexpected twist: the contestants seemed to hold more power this season than ever before. In past seasons, women fought for time with the lead, but this time, they had doubts. Some questioned whether Grant's kindness was a sign that he lacked romantic assertiveness. Others worried that he was too indecisive when it came to making tough choices. When frontrunner Rachel chose to leave on her own accord, she explained, "Grant is the best guy I've ever met, but I need someone who challenges me a little more. He's just too good. I almost feel like I don't deserve him." Fans were outraged. How could being too kind be a deal-breaker? Did the franchise work against him? Grant's season was also plagued by rumors that producers weren't happy with how things were unfolding. Some speculated that they deliberately stirred drama among the contestants, hoping to inject more chaos into what was shaping up to be an unusually harmonious season. Sources behind the scenes claimed that production even encouraged some contestants to question Grant's sincerity, suggesting that his nice guy persona might not be genuine. Others believed producers pushed for a more dramatic ending to make up for the lack of major blow-ups throughout the season. The unexpected ending. As the finale approached, fans held their breath. Would Grant get his fairy tale ending, or would his kindness ultimately cost him a chance at love? In a shocking twist, the final two women, Emily and Vanessa, both walked away. Emily confessed she wasn't ready for marriage, while Vanessa admitted she wasn't sure if she felt a strong enough romantic spark. For the first time in Bachelor history, the lead was left standing alone at the final rose ceremony, not because he chose to walk away, but because both women opted out. In an emotional farewell speech, Grant addressed the audience. "I came here hoping to find my person, and while that didn't happen the way I expected, I don't regret a single moment. I learned so much about myself, about love, and about what I deserve." Aftermath and fan reactions. Social media exploded. Some fans were devastated for Grant, praising him as the best Bachelor in history. Others argued that this season proved The Bachelor was no longer about finding love, but rather manufacturing drama. Twitter was flooded with reactions. "Grant Ellis is the kind of man every woman should want. How did this happen?" This season proves that reality TV isn't built for good guys. Grant deserves his own Bachelor spinoff where he gets treated right. #Justice for Grant. Rumors swirled that the Bachelor producers were considering giving Grant another chance as the Bachelor in a future season. Others speculated that he might be offered a shot at Bachelor in Paradise, or even a new spin-off focused on genuine connections. Where is Grant now? Months after filming Wrapped, Grant made a surprise appearance on After the Final Rose, where he addressed the heartbreaking outcome. I won't lie, it hurt, he admitted. But I've realized that just because something doesn't end the way you want it to doesn't mean it wasn't worth it. Host Jesse Palmer pressed him on whether he'd consider another shot at finding love on TV. Grant smiled and replied, "Never say never." Since then, reports suggest that Grant has been quietly dating someone outside of Bachelor Nation, proving that maybe, just maybe, real love doesn't need a reality TV show to thrive. Was he too kind for The Bachelor? So, was Grant Ellis too kind to find love on The Bachelor? Or was he simply too real for a show that thrives on conflict and chaos? One thing's for sure, his journey may not have ended in an engagement, but it won over the hearts of millions. And in the end, isn't that what being The Bachelor is all about?